Welcome to Confidence Theatrics Radio Troupe's production of another 5-minute mystery. Death Calls at Dinner. Another anniversary party is going on at the Brown household around the corner. One of the guests, George Taylor, pauses while eating his dessert, saying,
This is the best lemon pie I've ever tasted, Mary.
Really?
I wish my wife could do as well. Hey, it doesn't look like Sam is eating much, though.
Oh, goodness, dear. Is my cooking that bad? Sam, your head is practically in your plate. Oh, I guess he's fallen asleep, everyone. I am so sorry.
That's all right.
Sam, sit up. Sam, it's dreadful. I'd better shake him. Sam!
Great guns! He's dead!
Oh my goodness. Sam is dead. How could this have happened? The police are called to the scene. Sergeant Barker enters. Let's see what happens next.
How do you do? I'm Sergeant Barker. Homicide Division? Where's the body?
It's in the dining room at the table. We didn't move him.
You may as well be comfortable, everybody. This is going to take just a little while. Yeah, he's dead, all right. Peaceful, too. Who's Mrs. Sam Brown?
I am.
Very pleased to meet you, ma'am. And Mike? Mike, where are you, Mike? Oh, yeah. Everybody, this is one of my guys. Mike Grady.
Hey, Chief. Hey, Chief.
Funny story. Mike here, he's got 3 sons. He starts dating this girl. Turns out she's got 3 daughters. They start dating, they end up getting married. That's the way they became the Grady Bunch. Oh, hey, I'm sorry. Here I am telling stories, taking up your valuable time. Mrs. Brown, you mind telling us what happened?
I guess not. I'm just so shocked. I don't know where to begin or what to tell you.
Well, you might as well begin by telling me what you made for dinner.
We had soup first.
Soup. What kind?
Mushroom. And then roast chicken, green peas, mashed potatoes, and I served him coffee, but I don't see how this could mean anything.
Just routine, Mr. Brown. Oh, by the way, ma'am, this little dinner party you've given here, everything is set up so beautiful, and the food looks so delicious. If Mrs. Barker was here, she'd be just knocked out. Very impressive, ma'am, very impressive. When I get home tonight, I can't wait to tell her about it. She won't believe it. Oh, just one more question, ma'am. Oh gosh, now what was I going to ask you? Wait, I think I wrote it down. Yeah, here we go. No, sorry. Grocery list. Oh yeah. Did Mr. Brown eat everything?
Yes, he did. He seemed to fall asleep over his coffee. And when I tried to wake him, I found he had a heart attack.
Yeah. Well, that'll be all for a few minutes, Miss Brown. We want to take a look around. Notice anything special about this table, Mike?
No, Chief. Can't say that I do.
Nah, neither do I. Let's take a look in this kitchen. A very orderly person is Mrs. Brown. Stacked all the dishes after each course. Yeah, well stacked. Very well stacked.
Yes. And here's the silverware over here. Look, Chief. The spoon. It's black.
Black. Let me see that. And that's the only spoon that's tarnished, too. And I was just beginning to think it was a heart attack or a perfect murder. But this silver soup spoon is all the evidence we need. Mrs. Brown?
Yes, Sergeant Barker?
I'm sorry to interrupt your little dinner party, ma'am, but I'm sure your guests won't mind.
I don't understand.
You will, Mrs. Brown. You will.
Can you figure out who Sergeant Barker will accuse of murder? Was it Mary in the kitchen with a knife? Was it George in the parlor with a letter opener? Or is it Columbo, also known as Sergeant Barker, covering his... Oh, I digress. In a moment, we will hear the solution. And now, back to our story.
You see, Mrs. Brown, you're under arrest for the murder of your husband.
Sergeant Barker, how did you know it was homicide?
Well, Mrs. Brown took careful pains to wash all the soup pans and soup dishes before she served the rest of the dinner.
Ah, yes, I can see that.
But she forgot one thing, to wash the silver soup spoons. What she didn't realize was that an hour later, by the end of the dinner, the spoon that her husband used to eat his toadstool soup, would give her away. Mrs. Brown almost committed the perfect murder, but she forgot to wash one spoon.
Toadstool soup. Poisonous mushrooms will get you every time. That's what got me. Well, thank you for watching the 5-minute mystery, Death Calls at Dinner, directed by me, Ricki Lacewell, and starring Jim Pasquale as Sergeant Barker, Maurice Crittendon as George and Mike, and me, Ricki Howie, as Mary. From Confidence Theatrics Radio Troupe. Thank you for watching, and practice good deeds and good night.